Welcome to BIOS Tools, the second part of a three-part training course covering everything you need to know to get started working in the California Department of Fish and Wildlife's CDFW Web Map Viewer. My name is Joel Boros. I am the BIOS lead and your primary point of contact for questions and comments regarding BIOS. In this session, we will cover where to find and how to use several commonly used tools in BIOS. In this video, we will cover the following tools: Add Map Service, Locate Address, Point Info, Measure, Add Label, Bookmarks, and Print Map. As we covered in the previous video, BIOS has tools grouped into three menus: Quick Tools, which work with the search box adjacent to it, Map Tools, which work within the map frame, and Advanced Tools, which require additional input from the user. From the Quick Tools menu, we will be covering the Add Map Service and Locate Address tools. From the Map Tools menu, we will be covering the Point Info, Measure, and Add Label tools. From the Advanced Tools menu, we will be covering the Bookmarks, GeoFind, and Print tools. In addition to the BIOS catalog of data, there's an abundance of data available from outside sources. One of the formats this data is shared in is as an ArcGIS Server REST Map Service, which we will call Map Service for short. Each map service is given a unique URL as shown here. The map service URLs are widely available. A good source is the California State GeoPortal, which houses public data from many state agencies in California. Map services are added to a new section on the Layers panel to the left, under Other Layers. The data can be toggled on and off. The functionality of the added map service can vary based on the source. This will affect if the legend is visible and if the Identify Features tool can be used. For example, some will have a visible legend and are available to use with the Identify Features tool, while others will just draw in the map. Clicking the arrow on the left of the added map service will open a tab in your web browser, displaying any information available about the map service. You can use the Locate Address tool to recenter the map to a specified address, city, or zip code. To begin, enter the address, city, or zip code into the search box adjacent to the tool, then press Enter. The map will then pan and zoom to the location and a purple square will appear. If the tool returns a No Address Matched error, this indicates the information you have entered is insufficient and you'll need to be more specific with your location. The tool opens a small window showing the information that matched the entered location, and also includes the latitude and longitude. Once you have reviewed the information, you can clear the symbology by pressing the Remove All Highlights button under the Reference Layers section heading. With the Point Info tool active, clicking within the map returns specific locality information. The tool returns coordinate information in various formats: county, quad name, watershed, ecoregion, and CDFW region. If the location is in an urban area, the tool also returns the nearest mapped street address. You will notice the tool places a red circle to indicate the geographic point selected, and also a black cross if there is a nearby mapped street address. If a point outside of California is selected, the tool only returns coordinate information and nearest street address. The information window can be expanded by pressing the box in the upper right corner. The information window can be closed by pressing the X button in the upper right corner. The symbology for this item, under the Graphics and Selections section, can be toggled on and off using the checkbox or removed by clicking the X button. You can use the Measure tool to calculate linear distance or an area within a specified polygon. You can choose which measurement units you would like to use. Then select either Draw Line to calculate linear distance or Draw Polygon to measure an area. With the Draw Line option selected, click in the map to begin the line, then click once to place each vertex or point to draw the line, then double-click to place the endpoint. The Draw Polygon option works similarly to Draw Line. Click in the map to begin the polygon, then click once to place each vertex or point, then double-click to complete the polygon. Your measurement will be returned in the right-hand panel. To dismiss this result, click the Clear button. The Add Label tool can be used to manually add a label to the map. With the tool active, click on the map to create a label at that location. A window will open allowing you to enter your text. Then press Add to create the label, or Cancel to close the tool. Once added, the tool places a yellow diamond on the map and a label to the upper right of the diamond. Using the checkbox in the Graphics and Selections section, the labels can be toggled on and off. You cannot remove individual labels, but you may remove all of the labels using the Remove All Labels button. Any labels you have created will persist in BIOS sessions, which have been saved using the Bookmarks tool. The Bookmarks tool allows you to save your current BIOS session to access at a later date or from a different device. The bookmark retains the current map extent, any added data layers, any selections or filters, and any labels added. To create a bookmark, open the Bookmarks tool and enter your name and a brief description of your project. Then press the Create New Bookmark button. The tool will then return a URL which you can use to revisit this BIOS session at a later date or share it with others. You can also browse the current bookmarks by pressing the Browse Bookmarks button. This will open a table on the bottom of the map where you can search for your bookmark. You can sort the results by clicking on the field headers, or limit the results using the search box provided. Pressing the Load button in the Bookmarks table closes the current BIOS map session and loads the bookmarked session. Pressing the Add button in the Bookmarks table adds the bookmark session to the current session, merging the two together. If the bookmarked session contains secure data, you will be prompted to log in using either CNDDB or CDFW credentials. If you do not have the credentials to log in, all public data will be loaded, but secure data will not, and a note will be displayed to that effect. The GeoFind tool can be used to find specific locations through a variety of methods and then recenter the map on the specified location. Some of the location methods include coordinates, township and range, geographic name search, partial or complete address, CDFW facilities and owned lands, watersheds, and ecoregions. You will notice some of the methods have a help link available, which opens a document with further information. To begin, open the tool, choose your location method, enter your search criteria, then press the Find button. The tool will either execute and recenter the map, or return a results table at the bottom of the map if multiple options are found. For example, here I'm using the geographic name method and searching for Carrizo. A table with multiple results is returned. You can click on a field header to sort the results. Once you have identified the result you want, in this example Carrizo Plain, press the Go button to recenter the map. Symbology for the GeoFind results is displayed in the map with a purple outline, which can be toggled on and off or removed in the Graphics and Selections section. To create a PDF of the current map extent, open the Print tool. You can specify a title, author, orientation, and if you would like to include the legend in the printout. If the title or author is indicated, be sure to press the Update Map Text button. The PDF map includes elements such as base map, added BIOS layers, reference layers displayed in the map, features highlighted through selections, and added labels. After clicking Print, the button will turn into a printout link. Pressing this opens the PDF map. To review, in this video we covered the following tools: Add Map Service, Locate Address, Point Info, Measure, Add Label, Bookmark, GeoFind, and Print. Thank you for watching the BIOS Tools tutorial. Please look to continue BIOS training in the BIOS Advanced Tools video tutorial.